It's the NFL on EA Sports. And coming up, we'll see the workhorse, Jonathan Taylor. He should be a busy man out of the backfield. It's the Colts and the Jaguars, and it's coming right up on EA Sports.
It is time for football as we welcome you to another edition of the NFL on EA Sports. All right, we're just about set for football. The crowd is definitely ready. So are we. Off we go on EA Sports. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The Colts offense going to take the field here for the first time. They're led by their man at quarterback out of the University of Florida. It's Anthony Richardson.
And he's coming off a game where he's pretty much held in check for the majority of the contest. He had a couple nice throws here and there, and I think that's what gives this team hope that he is the quarterback for the future, Mike, because when he's on, it looks like big boy football. The problem is they just don't see it enough. He didn't get into any sort of established rhythm, never found the end zone, and of course he had the one interception. I think today, get him off to a good start. Get an idea of what the defense is looking to do to counter you and find some easy layups to get this quarterback going. I think last week they weren't able to do it, and if they don't find early success today, I have a feeling the result might not be all that different.
He'll try to get back to the line, but it's not happening. Gonna lose a yard. They'll try and run for this. It's Taylor. So, on fourth down, the Colts send out Rigoberto Sanchez to punt. But he cannot get away. Great job down there to hold him to a short return. The Jacksonville offense ready to go to work for the first time. Leading them out, the former #1 overall pick back in the 2021 draft, it's Trevor Lawrence.
You think back just a few years ago, Mike, Trevor Lawrence coming out of Clemson, he was regarded as one of the top quarterback prospects of the last decade, and at times he's fit the billing, but it's been the inconsistency, protect the ball, turnovers. If he can clean up a lot of those miscues, he could be one of the top quarterbacks in this league.
We'll try again here, 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, it's Lawrence. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down. Working out of the gun, it's Lawrence. He's got his man. It's complete to Thomas. 11 yards on the pass there. 1st down, Jacksonville.
I'd like to see them do a better job here the rest of the game, Mike, just disguising the coverage from the pre-snap look to the post-snap look. And what I mean is, when you have a quarterback at this level and what they see before the ball's in their hands is the exact same thing they see once they do get the ball, everything is just so much easier for them to process. Change the look, change the coverages, move your safeties. Make the quarterback have to process with the ball in his hand.
Set to go now on 1st and 10. On the ground, here's the 4th-round pick from the April draft. And it'll be brought down right around the 40. Kenny Moore there to make the play. They face 2nd down and 7. In motion comes Thomas. They go play action for Lawrence. He'll let this one go. Deep for Thomas. And they're going to get this all the way down inside the 5.
Well, they've come out swinging here on this opening drive through the air, and that's exactly what they wanted to do. Generate some early chunk plays and try to get some points.
This opening drive going to form so far. Now they've got it 1st and goal. Here's Bigsby. And he's going to be stopped in the backfield. Taken down back at the 3.
Great job by that linebacker timing his blitz. He didn't give any indication to the offense that he was coming, and he's able to get through that hole and take the ball carrier down for a loss.
That one's complete. It's Tank Bigsby. And this one's going to be a loss of yardage. He's marked out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage. Following the completion, we'll get a stoppage here for an injured player. So the last 2 plays have gone backwards. Now it's 3rd and goal. Lawrence. To the end zone. It's intercepted. Picked off by Kenny Moore.
I'm not going to sit here, Mike, and say there's ever a good time to throw a red zone interception, but in this case, it's the first half. You have the rest of the game to get yourself back down here in the red zone and make up for that miscue, because next time they get down here, they got to be a lot more careful when they decide to air it out.
The Colts offense and Anthony Richardson getting ready for their next drive. And he's given defenses across the league a lot to think about when they try to game plan for him. Consider he's currently 2nd in the NFL in quarterback rushing yards. On 1st down, it's Richardson. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down. Out of the shotgun, Richardson. Quick throw here is complete. And he'll get about 6 before he's taken down. Here's a 3rd down and 4. From the gun, Richardson. He's got his man. That's down. And he is out of bounds on the other side of midfield. They get the conversion on 3rd down. It was a gain of 27.
We spent so much time talking about arm strength, and while that certainly has a place in the conversation, look at the touch of this ball, Mike. It's a deep corner route. This ball needs to have the right pace, the right trajectory to not only get it over the second-level defenders, but get that ball down into the hands of his target. He makes it look a lot easier than it actually is.
Give him 15 more on that one. They are on the move. It's a 1st down. Here's Richardson. Going to keep this himself. He's going nowhere. Losing yardage on that play.
The decision whether to keep the ball or to hand it to the back happens so fast. In this case, the quarterback thinks it was a keep read. The defense was there ready to stop him.
And the rush gets home. He'll go down. They got him. Travon Walker, the former 1st overall pick, in there for the sack.
The defensive coaches, they preached all week, Mike. They have to have relentless pursuit of this quarterback when he tries to extend the play. So often it results in a great play for the offense and a big pickup. This time, because of that pursuit, it leads to a big loss.
From the gun on 3rd down, Richardson. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down. Here's Rigoberto Sanchez now. He's on for the 2nd time. He'll try to get something inside the 10. And no chance of a run back here. This one's going to sail out of bounds. Operating from their own 23, they'll begin 1st and 10. Off the play fake. Here's Lawrence. He'll let this one go. Deep for Thomas. Travon Walker able to get the hand in there and make the play. Second down, Lawrence. This one is caught, and it's the tight end, Strange.
The drag route. We used to say this is day one install. Every single offense in the NFL has this sort of route, especially for the tight end position. And depending on the speed and the run after catch ability of the tight end, sometimes it can lead to some of the biggest gains.
Open man, left side. He's got it. A gain of 11 on that one. That's good for a Jaguar. First down.
So after that turnover on the opening drive, the last thing you'd want to do here, Mike, is go back on the field and just go 3 and out. So they pick up a first down. They're able to extend this possession. It's going to go a long way towards just settling everybody in that offensive huddle down and letting the rest of this game unfold.
Little short pass here, caught by his tight end. He'll try to use that size to push forward, but it's not going to work. Defense strong up front. And they're going to get him down behind the line of scrimmage. Last play went the wrong way. It sets up second and long. It's second down and 12. Lawrence. That's going to be dropped underneath for Bigsby. And they'll get about 8 out of that one, but still a little work to do now on third down. Lawrence now.
Great reaction by the defense. At first, Mike, it looked like there was enough room out there for the quarterback to pick this one up himself, but they were able to rally to the ball, and I think the officials are going to mark him just short.
On fourth down, the Jaguars send out the veteran Logan Cook to punt. That's going to be out of bounds, no return. And the drive's going to start from just inside the 20-yard line. Here's the Indianapolis offense. Now as they get set to take over once more, they'll search for the first points of this game as they begin the drive on 1st and 10. And he'll get back maybe to the line of scrimmage, but probably going to be a loss of a yard here.
Number one rule of run blocking for the offensive line is you don't want to allow penetration. It just doesn't give your running back any angles to cut and find the hole. It's exactly how it played out here. They've got to do a better job holding the line of scrimmage and not getting pushed back.
So we've come to the end of a fairly evenly played opening quarter. What will the second quarter have in store? We'll come back to Indianapolis in a moment. They need to get to the 29 here, facing third down. Throwing, Richardson. Off-balance throw. It's complete. And a good job here defensively. They did not let him get away. He's well short of the first down marker. Here's the punter now, as he's on to punt for Indianapolis. A fair catch called and taken right at the 30-yard line. Here comes the Jacksonville offense now, heading back onto the field. They'll see if they can put something together here, beginning with 1st and 10. And in motion is Brown. They're going to start this on the ground with Bigsby. And he'll take this forward for about 3. It's second down. Here's Lawrence to throw. This one complete right side. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45.
These curl routes, he's been running these routes since he was a young kid in Pop Warner football, and I like to call it pulling the string. You've got the defender thinking you're going downfield, and you stick that foot in the ground, work back to the quarterback, friendly to the ball, and really nice job picking up the first down.
Lawrence now to throw on first down. Got a man downfield. It's Thomas. And he'll be taken down, but they are in business inside the 30-yard line. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. To throw is Lawrence. Quick throw, taken in. He's going to be marked down at the 12-yard line.
Now, this is the epitome of a really short throw and a really nice run after catch. And listen, for a quarterback, it all counts the same. You don't always have to throw the ball downfield to generate explosive plays, and these drag routes can be very, very effective. Here in the first half, we've seen nothing but connections from these two guys. I mean, they've come out completely on fire, so the defense finally gets a stop, and really the first time we've seen these guys be a little bit off.
They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up third down. Now here's Lawrence. He's got his man, middle of the end zone. De'Ami Brown, touchdown Jaguars. It's his 3rd touchdown on the year. Tight spaces down there, things happen quick. Greg, a quick decision and great execution for the score.
You're exactly right, Mike. Down here this close to the goal line, everybody's clock has to speed up. Not only the quarterback processing to get the ball out of his hand, but you have to win as a receiver quickly and give the quarterback somewhere to go with the ball. It was that quickness at the line of scrimmage that led to that touchdown.
"7-0 is our score as this kick is sent into the air. The return starts from the 5. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The Colts offense and their quarterback headed out for their next possession. And he's been a real threat in the red zone and beyond. Take a look at the NFL leaders in rushing touchdowns by a quarterback. Richardson to throw it here on first down. Short pass taken in by the tight end. They'll come up now for 2nd down and 4. Looking to throw, Richardson. He's got a receiver. That's Michael Pittman. And he's going to get this one out to the 43-yard line. Richardson will give it to Taylor. He's able to get away from one man, but the reinforcements were there fast. He's taken down for a loss on the play. Lost 1 on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. And he's going to be swallowed up again. Back-to-back runs, back-to-back losses. Now it is 3rd down.
This ball carrier just didn't want to go down, and this defense, they had to throw everything they had at him, Mike. He just kept fighting and fighting, but finally when they were able to get him on the ground, they were able to do it for a loss.
No help from those last 2 runs. It is 3rd and 13. Here's Richardson. He gets this one complete to Pittman. And they're going to move this ball inside the 25-yard line.
Those are the explosive pass plays that this team is going to continue to mine all day. And you can see pre-snap, the quarterback loved his matchup. He allowed his receiver to work downfield. Perfect throw, and now sets them up to try to see if they can finish this drive off with some points.
Here's 1st and 10. Throwing is Richardson. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a 1st down completion of 7 yards. Throwing on 2nd down, Richardson. To the right side here, pass is caught. And this drive's going to continue. They bring him down, but not before he picks up 1st and goal for his team. Out of the shotgun, Richardson. A throw right side is intercepted. It's the linebacker, Chad Muma.
So you find yourself entering the red zone. Mike, it's hard to not start envisioning scoring a touchdown. Well, that interception, it changes everything. This is a huge missed opportunity. You have to capitalize and find a way to hang 6 on the defense.
The Jags offense ready to take over possession of the football. And they're going to hear it from this crowd. They're backed up deep as they start 1st and 10. On the ground, it is Bigsby to start this drive. Oh, no. That is not going to work out at all. That will be a safety. The defense puts 2 points on the board with a safety. But, Greg, a lot of credit, not just to the defense, but special teams as well.
Give that assist here, Mike, to the punter. Just a play ago, being able to pin that offense deep inside their own territory leads directly to that 2-point safety.
That's fielded at about the 18. The Colts offense getting set to get back to work. The deficit is 5, so they'll try to put a drive together here, and they'll begin it with 1st and 10. From the gun, Richardson. Quick throw here is complete. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one.
2 defenders in the area, Mike, but it just doesn't seem to matter. This is an offense that continually trusts their guys to make big plays regardless of the coverage, and they're able to pick up a fresh set of downs because of it.
2nd and 7. Now Richardson. Going over the middle and taken in by Pittman. And they'll work this close to a 1st down, maybe just a tad short. They'll look to pick this up 3rd and a yard. On 3rd down, here's a run by Taylor. And that is going to be good enough. He's got that 1st down. So a conversion, and they move it to the 46-yard line. 2 minutes remain here in this 1st half. We'll come back to Indianapolis after this. 1st and 10. Richardson going to look to throw. An enviable spot to operate from. Here's 2nd and inches. Oh, they're on him in a flash, and he's lost the football. I believe the Colts were in there to retain possession. Yes, Indianapolis will hold on to the football.
Sometimes these games in the NFL, Mike, they get decided by simply how the ball bounces. I mean, how often do we see a quarterback in the pocket get strip sack, and that ball ends up going the other direction? Fortunately for them, they can regroup, get back in the huddle, and live another day.
Oh, the blitz gets there. He is sacked, and they will turn it over on downs.
You got to give credit to the defensive coordinator here. He went into attack mode, had a great blitz planned for this 4th down situation, disrupted the timing of the offense, and the quarterback had nowhere to go. He flushes out of the pocket to keep the play alive, and they're able to chase him down, force the sack, force the turnover on downs.
A 1st down throw for Lawrence. He tosses over the middle. This one is caught. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a 1st down completion of 7 yards. The Jags will use the first of their timeouts here. And they'll stop it just over a minute remaining in this 1st half. Here's a 2nd and 3 forthcoming. From the shotgun, it's Lawrence. This one complete to Washington. And they'll get him down after a gain of 5, but that is enough for a 1st down. Working out of the gun, it's Lawrence. That's caught over the middle by Thomas. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a 1st down completion of 7 yards. 2nd down and 3. Lawrence. That is brought in at the 10. And he's going to be brought down.
Anytime you're facing a zone defense, you're working from your first progression all the way through. But when guys are open in this level, Mike, they don't stay open very long. So what they taught us as receivers, if you're open, stay open. And if you're not open, you better get open quick because that ball is coming out.
Here's Lawrence to throw. And that's going to wind up uncatchable out of the back of the end zone. It's incomplete. Here's another shot from the 6 at 2nd and goal. Throwing is Lawrence. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
So as halftime looms, Mike, they have to find a way to capitalize on this drive right here and make sure they end the half with some sort of points. Now, that incompletion, not ideal, but at the very least, it stops the clock. Catch your breath, get back in the huddle, and this next play, it's got to be a gotta-have-it best play call.
3 seconds, all that remain in this first half, as that one's away. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. Now Richardson. Here's a deep shot for Pierce. He's got it! So we reach halftime here, and the visiting Jaguars are out on top. As we'll send you down to Orlando now, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report.
These two teams making their way back out of their locker room, so that means we're just about set for the second half. And to bring it your way, we go back out to Mike and Greg.
Coach, thanks. This one's still anyone's game. We'll see who can come out with the hot hand in this second half, about to get started. And this will work out quite well. He'll get it all the way out to the 30-yard line. The Jaguars offense and their running back getting set for this next possession. And he's had trouble getting on track in this one. Really limited space to find an opening. The defensive front stopping him multiple times. Generally, he has not been a big factor in this game to this point. Lawrence will give it to Bigsby. And he'll be brought down at the 32 after a short pickup. 2nd down and 8. Back to throw. Lawrence. No one open. He'll drop it to his running back. And he'll be stopped short of the 1st down. He's able to look it in and get forward for a pickup of about 8. Lawrence from the gun here on 3rd down. This one is caught, and it's the tight end, Strange.
When you decide to throw the ball on 3rd and 1, typically, Mike, what you're doing is you start from the top down. If you have the big shot downfield, take it. If not, the quarterback works through his progression, finds the medium target, picks up the 1st down.
And he is crushed in the backfield. Defenders firing through. Shut it down right away for a loss of yardage.
You have to wonder if next time, does the play caller give his quarterback some options to check out of this play? It was clear before the ball was snapped, this was not a great look for that play call, and you can see the end result.
That's on the tackle, Anton Harrison. Lawrence now on 2nd down. That one pulled in by Brown. And they're going to work this down inside the 45.
Nice job there, getting the ball to your slot receiver and then letting him get to work. It's a nice feeling as a quarterback when you can just have a short throw, still result in a big game.
So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. On the ground, here's Bigsby, and he'll plow forward for a gain of 4 yards. Here's 2nd and 6. Flags coming. Looks like there was movement on the right side of the O-line. second down, Lawrence. Short pass taken in by the tight end. And he'll be very close to a first down. Won't quite have enough, but now a much more advantageous spot. 3rd and a yard. They'll try and run here with Bigsby. He's got the first down. They'll bring him down at the 28. But the sticks will move. First down picked up on the ground. Now after the run, we get a stoppage for an injured player. On first down, Lawrence. A quick throw, that's complete on the slant. They'll come to the line now on 2nd and 2. Lawrence now. Quick throw, out wide. It's caught. And the Jags are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
I love the way the ball's been moving around to different guys this drive, Mike. I mean, it really keeps the defense guessing and off balance. And now this defense is going to have to figure out how to keep this offense out of the end zone because it's 1st and goal.
This has been some kind of march downfield now. Can they pay it off with 6? It's 1st and goal. Here's a run. He's going to lose yardage here, taken down back at the 8-yard line.
Anytime the running back is forced to chop his feet in the background and never get to top speed, you know that play's not going anywhere. That's exactly what the defense was able to force here by getting penetration. Great job there, stopping this play before he had a chance to even get.
That is caught by the tight end. Brenton Strange. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Greg, it's the quarterback's best friend, and you were that guy for a lot of years. The tight end in a tight area with man coverage.
Yeah, and it's really twofold, Mike, right? First and foremost, we see so many of these tight ends around the league that now have gotten to the point where one-on-one matchups, that's advantage offense. But then even in the cases they don't create great separation, Mike, it's their size, their catch radius. It's such a friendly target for the quarterback that when things get tight in the red zone, they look to the tight end.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. This returnable from the 4. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The Colts offense getting their final instructions before heading back onto the field. And look, they've been out of sorts throughout, Greg. They haven't had any answer for this pass rush all game.
Yeah, and it's really showing up in the sacks and also just in their ability to prevent any yards, any completions. This has just been a dominant pass defense performance here, and everything starts with the rush. The quarterback's uncomfortable. The clock gets sped up. He's got guys in his face. It's a lot easier to play defensive back and in some of these coverage units when you know that ball's got to come out fast. And right now, they're teeing off and taking advantage of it.
And he is planted in the backfield. Defenders crashing through, blow up that play behind the line.
I'd like to see that running back be a little bit more decisive with his cut, Mike. You can see he was a little hesitant, and once you're late making that decision, you just kind of get strong laterally. Great job there by the defense, and he has no choice but to take that loss. Pretty unforgettable performance so far in the first half, Mike, and they're going to try to figure this out here in the second half and try to gain some momentum, figure out what's going to work, where are our matchups, and let's go try to put a drive together and get some points, because so far this has been a struggle, and they just cannot get anything going through the air.
And good coverage by the punt team. They stop him before he can get any return cranked up. There's Trevor Lawrence as he and the Jaguars get set for their next drive. And he has been in control of this offense. Want to run you through some of the action from earlier on. You've got the 2 touchdown passes, over 200 passing yards. He has been excellent all game long. And he is stopped in his tracks. Loss of a couple on the play.
Great job by the defense here, quickly realizing that this was going to be a draw. They're not caught off guard thinking that they're defending the pass. They're able to not only get in there for a stop, but they're able to take them down in the backfield for a loss.
They'll try to set up the screen here. And that's a good gain there. It's going to wind up just a couple of yards shy of that first down. Trying to pick this one up on the ground. This will not do the trick. They've stopped him behind the line. Fourth down coming up.
The idea here for this offense is you're not really thinking necessarily touchdown. You're thinking first down. Let's get a fresh set of downs here and reset. But in this case, they suffer a loss, and it brings up fourth down.
A fair catch called for and made just beyond their own 50. The home team's offense ready to get back at it. They need to start making some inroads here. Down 2 scores as they begin this drive with first down. Trying on left side and caught by Pittman. 13 yards to start that drive and a quick first down. Now it's Richardson. He'll keep it. Oh, no dice there. He is met and tackled behind the line of scrimmage.
You know, Mike, early in my time in Carolina, we were kind of on the forefront of this NFL zone read revolution. Cam Newton, one of the best to ever do it. I have seen up close and personal, when you run the zone read the right way, it is a nightmare for a defense to defend. There's only a handful of guys in the league who legitimately have world-class speed, and he's one of them. I mean, he's the type of weapon that you 3 or 4 times a game have to just say, okay,
this one intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Tyke Smith. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
So this is where an offensive play caller needs to come to the rescue of his quarterback, because this defense, they're onto you. They've got 2 picks. They're starting to pick up on your tendencies. They're shifting guys over to counter them. Now you've got to add some wrinkles. Now you've got to throw them a curveball and try to shift back some of that advantage to your side of the ball.
The Jaguars offense ready to get back at it. As we look back at some of the highlights of this one, you'll see a lot of them, Greg, coming from the passing game. They've done a nice job picking the defense apart.
Yeah, and I think that's the right way to say it. It hasn't necessarily been just a bunch of deep shots, a bunch of explosives. It's been more methodical. It's been precise. They've really been all over their execution, and this is about as close to a complete performance as you're going to see from any offense throughout the course of this season. The integrity of the defense, Mike, is based on every defender holding their gap. That's exactly what we saw out of this defensive tackle. Not only did he hold his gap, he's able to shed his block and make the play.
There's that man again. Another catch. And a good job rallying to the football. Holding just a gain of a yard and sets up third down. Here's Lawrence. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
I'd say one of the most critical elements of a dynamic offense, Mike, is how efficient are you on third down? It's something these teams stress all week. There's an opportunity to continue to extend this drive. The defense wins this time and brings up fourth down.
And no return forthcoming. It's a touchback and will come out to the 20-yard line. So, 3 quarters now in the books. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL on EA Sports. The drive begins at the 20. Here's 1st and 10. Richardson operating from the pistol. He'll get that to his tight end. That's Jelani Woods. They'll get 11 there, and that's a quick first down. Out of the shotgun, Richardson under pressure, and down he goes. They got him.
Well, now the big fella inside's getting involved in the pass rush, Mike, and so many of these interior defensive linemen are known for their run defense. Well, not this guy. He wins on the inside quick, and he's able to bring the quarterback down for the sack.
This one going to be sniffed out, blown up in the backfield.
I think this play is a direct result of his film study. He knew exactly where that ball was going before the play was snapped, and that play recognition, man, it separates a lot of guys in this league, and it results in a negative play.
That one is batted away, incomplete. No separation that time, tightly defended. It brings up 4th down. The Colts about to kick this one away, as he's on for the 5th time this afternoon. This fielded inside the 35. And he's going to be brought down after a short return, and that's where his team will get possession of the football. The Jaguars offense, and Trevor Lawrence set to take over once more. Ball rests at the 37. It's 1st and 10. They put Strange in motion. A 1st down throw for Lawrence. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5. Lawrence. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down. From the shotgun, it's Lawrence. Oh, that may be the break they needed. That one's intercepted. Picked off by Travon Walker. And he is going to bring this one back. A DB's dream. A pick 6 for touchdown. You talk about the opportune time. The defense helps close the gap. A huge play to make this one a closer game.
Yeah, and anytime you find yourself trailing in the second half, Mike, you're looking for that spark. And boy, did the defense provide it. Not only creating the turnover, they take it back for 6, and they get themselves right back into this game.
The kick here is good, so they are back within a possession. That gets it down to an 8-point game. So, things a little more interesting now. Back to a 1-score game as they kick it away. Keelan Robinson to return. And he'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line. The visitors' offense and their quarterback set to take the field once more. And it's been a struggle all afternoon. The defense done a great job taking him away from his game, taking his weapons away, and he is yet to find anything to lean on in this one. Lawrence now to throw on 1st down. And he's not going to be able to get away. Very good coverage on the perimeter. It goes down as a loss of yards.
Man, what a big-time play here by the corner. It feels like he knew that play was coming before the ball was even snapped. You can see he sticks his foot in the ground and bursts. He ends that play before it even has a chance to get started.
On 2nd down, Bigsby. And that one going to be closed down in the backfield. Great defensive play. Knifing in and dropping him for a loss. This crowd into it now as we get to 3rd down. To throw is Lawrence. He'll get this out to the left flat. Pretty good effort on that one. It will not be enough. It's going to bring up 4th down.
They pick up a nice chunk play there through the air on 3rd down, but it's not quite enough to move the chains. Now the question is, how aggressive is this head coach willing to be as he tries to extend this drive?
And he'll be brought down. Short return, and they'll take over there. The home team's offense ready to take over once more. The deficit is 8 as this drive begins with 1st and 10. Throwing, Richardson. And this offensive line just has no answers right now. It's another sack.
When you can win so fast as an edge rusher, you put so much pressure on the quarterback to speed everything up. He can sense that pressure coming either from his front or back side. It either speeds up and leads to an errant throw, or in this case, it leads to a sack.
Big play coming up. This is third down. From the gun, Richardson. And he's going to go down yet again. He has been under fire all game long.
And the big guys up front in the offensive line just continue to not be on the same page. And we've seen it time and time again here today. This pass rush remains one step ahead of them, and it's the quarterback who continues to pay the price.
Fair catch is called for and made just inside the 35-yard line. The visitors' offense and their quarterback ready to go once more. And he has been masterful so far leading this offense, keeping the mistakes to a minimum, on point with his passes, generally one step ahead of the defense all game long. They'll work now on 2nd and 4. Play action now. It's Lawrence. And that'll be caught by the running back, Bigsby. And they'll pick up the first down, a gain of about 4. They put Strange in motion. On 1st and 10, Lawrence. He's got his man on the in route. Yes, taken in over the middle. And he's taken down inside the opponent's 35.
A lot could go wrong anytime you decide to put the ball in the air here late in the 4th quarter as you're trying to run out the clock and protect this lead. But at the same time, I like that they haven't gone super conservative. Just handoff right, handoff left, and it just turns into tackling practice. So I like the balance of making the defense defend everything, because right now, possess the ball, protect the ball, and ultimately just run the clock out.
And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line. Set to go now on 1st and 10. Working out of the gun, it's Lawrence. Who else? Another catch for his favorite target. Now 2nd down throw for Lawrence. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down. 3rd down, they go with Bigsby. He's going nowhere. That call, not the right one. It's going to bring up 4th down.
Depending on the situation or the down and distance, Mike, the linebackers have different reads. Sometimes they read the offensive lineman. Sometimes they read the running back. In this case, his read brings him right to the play. He's able to make a big stop and keep the game to nothing.
And this one, right down the middle. It's good. And that could be big. They now take a 2-score advantage. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. A safe kick taken at the 5. And they'll bring him down just shy of the 30-yard line. The Colts offense ready to get back to work. The deficit is double digits, so work to do as they begin this drive with 1st and 10. That one complete to Pierce. And he'll be taken down as the clock ticks towards 2 minutes to play. It is 2nd and a yard. They'll drop to throw. And this one is caught by Pierce. And he'll be taken down. The gain is 6, and it's a new set of downs. He picked up the 1st down. Richardson. And And for a third time today, he's intercepted. Picked off by Foye Oluokun.
It's no secret, this offense has severely struggled to sustain drives this entire game, and the scoreboard, for the most part, Mike, it reflects that. I mean, that interception should, in essence, put an end to any lingering hope of a last-minute comeback.
Brian Thomas now in the Jaguars offense getting set for their next possession. And this could very well turn out to be the shocker of the weekend. Not too many people around the league were expecting them to come in here and win, but they are on the verge of doing just that. And he'll get forward for a couple. It's second down. Timeout, Indianapolis. That is their second, and they'll get together prior to this second down play. Once again, it's Bigsby. He'll get about 3, and that's going to lead to third down. The Colts will signal for their third and final timeout. We'll talk things over before third down. They'll stay on the ground and stay with Bigsby. A gain there of 10 yards. First down, Jacksonville.
This is the moment in the game, Mike, where it really matters to have a run game. You find yourself winning here late. You want to try to run the clock out and finish with the ball. And boy, do they ever. Give credit to this offensive line and running back. They came through when their team needed them the most.
Still second down.
So it is a win for our visitors, the Jaguars. They get the home victory here in the division in the first of their 2 scheduled matchups. They'll have a chance to go for the season sweep on the road later in the season. So that'll do it for us. For Greg Olson and our terrific team behind the scenes, I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. Follow us on X at EA Madden NFL. So long, everybody.